You have tuned in to All Jacked Up. Do us a favor, hit subscribe and turn on your notifications.
What's up, everybody? Brian's Motorsports. And my friend here, Brian Welch.
And Welch, what's going on?
KORN sent to us. I had to say thank you from the other Brian. We like to say it's three Brians.
Three Brians. It's the Holy Trinity.
Yeah, we're just I put his name on the building, so he has to come back by here.
Right? I'm having my lawyer look at it, so I wanted to come by here and check it out and meet the guy. But yeah, he named it after me, which is it's an honor, but I want my percentage, you know. So yeah, we're talking about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's like 1%. So it's real close. So we just been rapping, talking, whatever, showing them the new building. What do you think about the new facility?
It's crazy because I was here a year and a half ago or something like that. And so just to see the shop back there and what you've done to build all that, and you know what's cool is the atmosphere of all the guys back there. I felt it right away. It's just like it's like energetic. It just makes you feel like you're having fun while you're working. I could tell that right away. And yeah, it's really cool.
I'm pretty adamant about trying to keep it all family atmosphere. You know, that's the one thing. You know, I got my pops back there. Everybody wants to come talk to my pops all the time. So
that's right.
Yeah. So,
okay, well, he's not there today.
Yeah, he is. He rolled in late. Like when we were pulling the car out, he rolled in.
Because I met him last time.
Yep.
That's
I'll take
crazy.
it back. We'll
so you're his boss?
Yeah, well, I guess you could say that. So the way I look at it, I'm just giving back. I just say, here, Dad, here's a paycheck for helping me. What I always tell everybody, my dad taught me to work hard, use my hands, so I want to give back to my parents. And so
that's cool, man.
So literally, it's like I tell him to get in the truck and go get stuff, and that way he just gets to ride around all day. I try
to do that too. During Christmas, my dad just had heart surgery like 2 months ago during COVID and all that. So I'm like, I'm gonna get him. What can I get him special? I get him this leg massager, calf massager. Christmas morning, he gets in, it turns it on. He's like, ow! It squeezed his legs, and so I tried, man, but it was a miss. It was definitely a miss.
So let's talk about the DVD stuff, the show that you just put out.
Yeah, it's called. There's a documentary called Loud Crazy Love. It was on Showtime, and they ran it for 2 years. And so it's about me in the crazy rock and roll world with my daughter, being born into that world, the party, the women, the damage done. Thank God, Christ came into my life and totally restored everything. So it's that story. Then my daughter fell into like depression and self-harm and all the suicidal, threats and thoughts and all that. And so that's in there too. So it's kind of like the rock and roll crazy story. It's my story and it's my daughter's story, all wrapped in 83 minutes. So we're really proud of it, you know.
I've had he's only been here probably a couple hours. I've had a couple friends that text me and go, man, you got to hear a story. You got to hear a story. I said, I think that's really why God put you here in the first place, because a lot of these guys know that I got baptized about 3 weeks ago again. I'm 46 years old, and everybody's like, why? And I'm like, man, because when I was baptized when I was younger, I didn't understand the process, or you didn't understand it. Yeah. Now that I'm older, now that I listen to the word and my pastor speaks into my life and does different stuff, so now I do understand it. So
you're like, was it like rededication, or was it like?
Yeah, I just awesome. Like everyone else in the world, you deal with so many demons and you deal with so much stuff, and then that thought in your mind, am I good enough? What am I doing here? What can I do here? Or you got that voice in the back of your head going, you don't belong here.
Yeah.
Right? How many times you hear that? It's like, why is, what is God going to do for you, right? Yeah. So it's all that different stuff. So tell me a little bit about your story, because everybody talks about your story. Can you give me a small piece of that?
Yeah, I mean, I had a dream to become a rock star. I was listening to Ozzy and Motley Crue and all these bands growing up. And 10 years, I got a guitar, started learning it. 10 years later, I'm in Hollywood, or that area. We formed KORN with some of my friends I grew up with. And it's like, what's the chances, right?
Right.
And so we did a record, went on tour, and within 6 months we were opening for Ozzy, the dude that was my hero, And so people started buying the records. Second record came out, number 3 on Billboard. Third record came out, number 1. We're on MTV every day. and there's girls and there's party and there's all that just ate me alive. Instead of being grateful for what I had and like just, you know, riding that wave in a healthy way, we all did
opposite.
We did, you know, what boys will be boys type of thing. It was, so we ran with it until I was suicidal. Like I was telling you about my daughter, I was just like wanting to end it all. She's the one that kept me from doing it because she was like 5 years old at the time. I tried to get clean on my own, I couldn't. I ended up in a church and I was like, I can't do this. How do I know if this is real? And I asked Christ inside and I was like, okay, if you are real, then show me, come inside and show me, because nothing else has worked. And I was changed in like 2 months. I was changed. It wasn't easy, but he revealed himself to me and gave me the power to like really care about myself. And dude, I came alive. I've been alive like that for 16 years now. It just like last week, 16 years.
Listen, yeah, and most people won't understand it. You know, I don't know, there's just a feeling of renewedness, and you go, okay, all right, now I can conquer the world. So
it's real. That's the thing is, it's real. It's not religion. It's not like just babble. It's power, and it's a real substance that comes inside of you and changes you, makes you the best version of yourself. So I'm the best version of myself, you know, I've ever been.
Yeah, and that's what's cool. I mean, for those who don't know, I mean, the guys in sales are going, how cool is this? You're just walking around. But I said, listen, he's just a normal man just like us. You got a job. Yeah, you play music. Hey, we do wheels and tires and lifts. Guess what? We both got jobs. You know, we can both pray at night before we go to bed, or when we hit the floor in the morning. There's no difference between you and I.
Right. Do you ever have people be like, you know, you don't look like a religious person or establishment, or like, how could God be involved in these cool cars that look like, you know, gangster rides, or like my nice car that you just hooked up right now? So
listen, I still
like that?
Yeah, because I still listen to Ice Cube, Dr. Dre. I mean, right, the rap stuff that everybody wants to listen to. I mean, I was raised up in a trailer park. Didn't have a car till I was 18. So yeah, and people, once they meet me and once they talk to me, because I have a rule, you can't talk about me unless you bought my dinner, you bought my lunch. Then you can talk about me.
That's awesome.
So, you know, and then, you know, like building the building out back, I put that cross above the door. I tell you, when I pull the car in, pull the truck in, I say, thank you. You know, just something little, but people realize that people see it. It's like a cross here on this wall. It was painted 17 and a half years ago, right?
Crazy.
You know, with God, all things are possible. I don't cover it up. I don't try to hide it, but it's like you. Every day, what do we try to do? Try to be the best version of yourself, right? I want to live life, have fun. That's why there's a DJ booth in the corner back there in the new shop.
So cool.
So
that's all I was talking. I didn't know there was a DJ booth, but it just felt like fun in that. You know?
Facebook Marketplace, $375. I mean, bam, advertising for them too, right?
But it's cool because it's like, it shows that you don't have to be some, you know, stick in the mud religious person. We could be ourselves.
You can be yourself.
It's a relationship with Christ, and He wants to live through us to do life with us. You know? Yeah. And this is your life, and He's doing life with you in this way, and in my way too.
Yep, and that's why I said it. If God's going to give me a platform of, right now, 90,000 people on Instagram, and I use it, or Facebook, or whatever it is, or the 16-year-old kid walking to the door talking about what I want to do with my first car, I tell them, like, kid, you're lucky, because I didn't have a car till I was 18.
Right.
So make sure you put in the work. I mean, and I try to tell them, you know, don't just take your parents for a ride. You got to work for it.
Yeah, that's good. That's
and
good.
So where nowadays it's kind of like your daughter and my daughter, you know, having self issues, you know, self-love, and that's, you know, that's hard on our kids, especially these day and ages. I mean, the past year and a half, I'd hate to be a kid in school right now.
Dude,
you know,
I would not want to live my life over.
Right.
Especially junior high. Oh,
yep.
God.
But you got to focus on. But you know what we have to focus on is the better. Yep. And I'm not, like, negative stuff is out the door for me. Anything negative, I just delete, block, and go on. You know.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. That's what it's all about.
So I want to say thank you. I mean, for everybody watching. I mean, this is a real man. And here's the difference: is no hair, long hair, doesn't matter. We're just real men, right?
Right. Yep.
So
yep. I'm fired up though being here. So thank you for coming. This was meant to be.
Yes.
Know?
Yes. So. And many more to come. So Brian Welch, KORN, go follow him. Say thank you. So peace out.
See ya.